All right, there we go. Hopefully it works. Seems to be working just fine. Hello everyone, how's it going? Team here, and this is, well, first development stream in quite a while. As you might notice, I'm not actually streaming from my MacBook, the platform I usually develop on, right? I decided that we will do the Windows thing today because I'm feeling too lazy, honestly, to connect things to, or to connect MacBook to and set up everything. You know, it takes some time, so hey, we're gonna roll with Windows, and I thought I would just develop things in Glitch, which is a pretty nice environment that I've been using for a while now, and I think that should be more than enough for us to build whatever we want. So today I want to build a chatbot. Hey Renato, welcome to the stream. So the idea behind the chatbot is quite simple. First of all, some of you guys have been asking me to build a chatbot at some point, and well, there we go. Second of all, we've built an extension for Chrome before, right? For collecting the BxJS weekly. So I have this, we have the BxJS weekly repository, right? And I manually collect those links, I manually review them, then create those markdown documents. And I used the extension at first, but then the thing is, the way I collect those news mostly happens on mobile, actually. So what I do right now is I have my Telegram app and I have this saved messages channel, which is your private channel. And I literally just share whatever I found here. And then at some point I collect them, sort them, and create this markdown document, right? So I thought, you know, why not create a bot that would collect those links, categorize them, and generate this markdown for me. So why would I do that myself? So this is what we're going to do here today. I'm just going to go ahead and start an empty, I guess, Express project. Let's call it, what do we call it? Let's call it BxJS Telegram bots, right? And I am, so markdown, we are... It's just BxJS. So I'm planning to basically export this to the GitHub later on, but I'm basically gonna keep it very small and simple. So I'm gonna write it here. That's gonna be fine. So glitch autosave. So we do not need, so keywords is gonna be Node Telegram, and that's it for now. Node 8 Express. So I'm thinking if so first of all, I've never written a Telegram bot. I did write. Let me try that again. I did write the bots, but I never written bots specifically for Telegram. So let me just, I guess, nope, not copy. Let me delete all of those things. So we don't need. I wish they had like an empty project. Maybe the hello, like simple page was the empty project. You got some secret environment. I guess this is something that you would not see if you open it as an anonymous or other user, basically, which is pretty cool. All right. So I actually so far used the glitch only for some demos and like co-op coding, basically. Not much other than that, but you know, it's a nice environment, so we're gonna go with it. Right. Let's see. Telegram bots API. I know that they have a pretty nice API. Right, and version 3.6 from February 13. All right, got introduction to bots, and let me think. So we need what? Telegram bot Node.js. We need a Node.js library for that. Okay, there's some I already have looked at, and Telegraph. Yeah, there seems to be two of them. They are major ones. So this one is Telegram bot API. But it seems to be slightly outdated. So the latest one is 3.6. And while this Telegraph thing seems to be 3.6. So I think we're going to stick for the Telegraph, right? Because it just supports the latest version. So we're going to go with that. Let us copy the name of this package and add the package over here. Yes, please. Let's add this one. All right. Now, the next thing what we want is, I think we don't actually need a server, right? Because Telegram bots are... well, they are bots, so they don't really care about the server. So let's just rename that to index.js. And, I mean, we just wipe this thing and paste the Telegram bot over here. And I need this bot token thing. Okay, so first of all, there's some errors. Yeah, okay, because we did not change this thing. So it's going to be index.js and it's going to be node index.js. Right, and now the problem is this one requires the bot token, right? So we need to grab that token somehow. Now, let's see, introduction to bots, TechCrunch, blah, 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 how the bots work. Discord bots needs the server. I mean, I'm assuming this telegraph actually, at least by this start polling thing, probably means that it's also using a server under the hood. So like, or I guess since it does polling, it actually is, wait a second, so it uses Node.js. Yeah, I guess it just polls for results. I mean, there's typically a bunch of approaches, right? So I know that the Telegram also provides the API that allow you to do it like with the webhooks. Essentially, you set up a hook, and then whenever the message comes, the Telegram triggers that hook, and basically then you need a server as well, right? Discord bots. I think Discord also have a different approach. So there's Discord.js thing, I think. Yeah, client. Yeah, see, so there's a way to do that without server. I mean, it's like this typical pattern of allowing bots to be like webhook or polling or event driven or whatever. So yeah. Hey Ahmed, welcome to the stream. Stepper, yeah, hi, yes, welcome. Right, so as I was saying, yeah, that's typically more than one approach to building bots, and I think Discord also supports Discord bot API. So I mean, the thing today is that we're building this bot for Telegram specifically right now, but if there's interest, we could actually do another session where we extend it to work with other platforms, like, for example, Discord. So yeah, as you can see here, they have the webhook, right? This is where you need a server when you say, hey, this is my webhook, send the messages to it. But I am guessing there is also a way to just say, hey, you know, let me just ask best practices, keep it short, make it, yeah, okay, this is not what we want, FAQ, how to, there we go. Get SDK ready. Yeah, so you see, so there is, it's not mandatory to do it via webhooks. So, and this seems to also provide, so you basically get event handlers, right? So you maintain the connection, you get event handlers, and then it just works. Okay, but let's focus on Telegram. We're trying slightly apart. How do I get inline bot API? Yes, how do I get my, how do I register a bot actually? Twitter authorizing your bots when it's created. Now I can, yes. How do bots work? Inline, I did available on this page. As again, I already been here. How do I create a bot? There we go. Talk to a bot father. Okay, that is curious. Let's open this. Okay, so we got the bot father. Oh yeah, I did one thing with it. So okay, let's do a new bot, right? How are we gonna call it? We're gonna call it BxJS bot. Okay, so BxJS bot like this, right? There we go. And congratulations, new bot. You can find it under. Okay, so we got this link for our bots. That is nice to know. I guess we're not gonna do anything yet. Help, and this is our token here. So I'm gonna throw it into bot token. So I'm gonna just, you know, leave the token for now. I'm gonna replace it after the stream so that nobody screws around basically with the bot that I made. But yeah, let's see. So we got the bot token, we got the bot set up. The app is not gonna be shown because total install time. Are you gonna work or not? It's clear. So here's the question. I remember the glitch had some problems with the long-running processes in the background. So the question here is it actually gonna... I'm a bit obsessed with the semicolons at the end, so I'm gonna do that. There we go. Okay, console. So is it gonna open? This is... Oh, you can actually get the full console. Holy shit. Are you for real? Okay, I did not know that was a thing. That is really cool. Okay, now theoretically our bot should be working, right? So if I click start, it says welcome. Okay. So I can say help, right? No, /help. Yeah, send me a sticker. Okay, and we can send a sticker. That's my favorite stickers. And it, okay, so it seems to be working, right? So I can say hi and I can say bye. As you can see, it is ridiculously easy to configure the whole thing. I think it depends on the community you're a part of. I still use Telegram, Gitter a lot. I mean, I use Telegram primarily for like my friends' communications, especially like the friends from Russia, because it's really popular there. And I also use it for saved messages because I just find it to be extremely handy, because you know, you just share it on mobile and share it in Telegram and send it to yourself essentially. But the problem is you have to go through all of this later on and manually pick up the links that you like, and it's just a pain in the ass. Discord has gotten popular. I mean, Discord is nice because it's a community thing, right? So because when you go to Discord, you have this nice community, you have all those people, and it's a bit different. So it has the channels and has the voice channels, telcos, and all. Like Telegram doesn't have any of this. It doesn't even have a group calls as far as I remember. It does have nice groups that work quite well, but well, that's a different story. Okay, let's write, I guess, welcome message. Welcome. I guess let's just make it like this. Welcome. I get like, you know what? Let's just extract it. So welcome message, and you're gonna be const welcome. You know what I'm missing here? I am BxJS Telegram bot. What I'm missing in a glitch is the prettier integration. I don't know if they actually have support for it, but community glitch doesn't really seem so, at least. Change theme, refresh, wrap text. No. Well, at least not yet, but that would be nice. Maybe there's somewhere here. Advanced options. Import, export, granite. No, okay. Oh well, you know, we can maybe reformat it later. It's a bit wonky, but all right, I'm a Telegram. Send me your links to store them. Okay. Yes, exactly. Once you start using Prettier, it literally becomes irreplaceable. And I mean, it saves you a lot of time. You just stop thinking about formatting things, you know. There we go. Okay, so I got now the nice start message. What I'm thinking is basically, okay, we need so we need help message, const help message. For now, I'm just gonna leave it here. Send me a link. Let's just call it like this. Prettier new glitch. I'm guessing they just make prettier bookmark. Yeah, it's a bookmarklet. I mean, come on. Yeah, I know you can do that, but it would be nice to have an integration in the editor. I mean, like, what was it? Code Sandbox, I think. Was it Code Sandbox? Or yes, there you go. They literally integrated here as a button. So it's not that hard to do. It's just, I mean, it's not critical, but it's just nice to have, you know. All right, so we got the help message, and right, so let's see. So this is our basic commands, right? Now we're gonna listen to commands, and we are. So we need a bench. Yes, tag blitz. I mean, I think everyone literally uses Prettier in their editors right now. I'm guessing Glitch probably has it in the works. At least, you know, they are gonna add it at some point because it just makes sense. All right, let me think. So we need to do what? We need to. So the thing is that actually I am collecting those links over the course of a week, right? So we need to create new episodes. So we're gonna say new episodes, and here's the question. New episode. I wonder if there's, wait a second. So I'm curious if we can say if there's like pattern matching or something. Here's examples, and they have Telegraph developer docs. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. We don't need that anymore. We keyboard bot, inline bot example. So what can we do? Context. No, wait. Token, bot, middleware, session state, token bots. All right, where's the here's rate limiting, natural language processing? Oh, they even have some middleware. Wow, okay. That is hotshot session Reddit. Oh, wow, okay. So it has a full-fledged middleware system where you can plug in things even with AI, so you don't have to configure everything yourself. Okay, that is pretty cool. All right, that's not what we need though. So we need dot here thing, right? Or I guess context would also work. So we need, can I get a username somehow? Telegram instance, this is the client, update type, message. So you get the message, you get inline result, channel, post, chat from. Okay, so we got the sender info. Let's see, so what if we do console log context from, right? So in theory, if we go here and say new episode, there we go. Okay, so we got ID. I guess we can just use ID, right? So what I'm thinking is basically we need to create, I guess we would need some sort of a database, right? So like maybe, okay, Node.js embeddable database. Like I don't want to, like we cannot really spin up the whole, you know, MongoDB or whatever on Glitch, and we don't really need that. We need something small because it's just links and titles. I need to make myself a friend with this lol. That sounded that does sound way sadder, man. Come on. It can be that bad. Please tell me it's not that bad. All right, so let's see. We got the NateDB, which is not bad. I know it works with files. We got this NoSQL thing. What is this? Seems to be not that frequently updated. I believe NEDB is still, well, it's also not that frequently updated. Okay, so what other... I mean, PouchDB is also an option. We got Locky.js, which is nice, but I remember having a bit of a pain in the ass setting it up. Why do we need a database? I mean, the thing, what I want to do is I want to essentially say, hey, you know, create new episode, right? This creates the new set, new collection of links. And then once I take the link and say forward it to the bot, right? The bot will take this link, throw it into the current episode, and categorize it as an article, demo, update, or silly things, right? And when you create a new episode, or when you dump this episode as a markdown, you erase everything from database and start from scratch. So we need some sort of a state, essentially. I guess you could do that in memory, but if we do it in memory, that would mean that, you know, as soon as the instance restarts, it does not guarantee that it's going to be alive. So yeah, it's going to be a bit, it's not going to be a very simple bot, so it's going to be slightly trickier than what you, I guess, expected maybe. But all right, let's see. So we got this NoSQL thing, it works with files. It actually looks quite nice. So 8 months ago, 9 months ago, not new version 5. Yeah, 6. Okay, you know what? Let's just go with NateDB. I know that it works fine. Okay, now I'm gonna take the NateDB and throw it into the package JSON. There we go. Okay, now we need to create it. So yes, we got our, guess I'm just gonna create a new file called dbjs. So we're gonna const database. There we go. We're gonna create a new data store. Right, and we need to set up, there we go. So we're gonna say we're gonna add it to file. And to make it simple, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be, whoops, database, right? Got the file name database, and I'm gonna be module exports db, right? So quite simple. Okay, I think, oh yeah, we need to say auto load as well, because I don't want to manually load that stuff, right? And okay, so now that we hear the new episodes, we got this ID, so we're gonna say const user ID is gonna be equal this. Oh yeah, I wanted to look if there is a pattern matching here. Where's the dot here? Is there, here's triggers. String, array of strings, regex, array of regex. Okay, so here's the thing. If we pass, so we say, okay, starts with new episode. Okay, you know what? New episode, and then we can just say name, right? So I'm guessing context. I'm guessing that now if we do that, if we just say new episode test, there, okay, there's a match property. Okay, I guess like this, right? Is that what we want? New episode test. There we go. Okay. So match from 0 is going to be episode name is going to be context match first one, right? And we need our database. So, okay, I'm going to add some comments. Init bot, basic messages. I would want to use a bit more styling. Start bots. Do you use any special tools for sound when recording? No, not really. No special tools. Just this Yeti microphone, pop filter. I have the arm here with the spider that basically dampens all the vibrations. And there's also the acoustic foam on the wall to make the room sound better. Because if I remove that behind me, it's gonna sound like ass. So you do wanna sort of try to straighten the characteristic of your room. It takes a bit of a time to figure out how to do that, and it takes a bit of time to learn it if you never did it, but it definitely worth spending like, a week to do that, because the sound is going to be like 10 times better. But okay, let us continue. So we got the user ID, we got the episode name, and now we need to say, so so we need to store the new collection, I guess. Yeah, I guess we can just say, okay. So packages, const db is gonna be require db, right? And now we are gonna say db. What are we gonna say? Is it insert or how does it work? Insert, yes. Is it? Does it support promises? Here's the question. I think it doesn't actually. NetDB promise. I believe there was a promise wrapper. Yeah, there's the NetDB promise. That simple wrapper. Was it this one? Yeah, it was. Okay, so we're gonna use this NetDB promises instead of a normal NetDB because apparently not everyone supports promises yet. Come on. I know that you can load that. NetDB promise. Which one promise says? And then there is promise. What's the difference? Wait a second. So there's this one, and it seems to be different from promises. Okay, I mean this one has been updated way too long ago. Okay, so let's take the no, that was not what I wanted. We want the promises. Yes, thank you very much. So we kill that, and then we just use this one, right? Okay, and then we say insert. Okay, so create new. Remove all old episodes. So first what we need to do is we need to remove all the old episodes, right? So because we don't really care about them, when we create the new one, we just wipe everything. And to do that, there should be a remove method, right? db remove. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we do db remove. I guess we can just say await, so we can make it asynchronous, right? So we can say async. Await db remove, and user is going to be user ID. I guess maybe let's just do it like this to make it simpler, right? So we remove everything with user ID, right? And yeah, that seems okay. We have to provide multi-true. I mean, theoretically there should not be any multi-entries in this case, but we're gonna do it anyway. User ID. Episode name, right? And okay, so we need links, and it's going to be an empty array. Okay, new episode created, and with name, and that's gonna be episode name. Okay, so theoretically, if I now run new episodes test, we should get new episode test. There, what? Why is it? Wait a second. Am I reading the context match wrong? I think I do, right? New episodes, other test. Okay, so it's actually from 1. Okay, yes. All right, because the first match would be the whole string. Okay, yeah. Right. So save that. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to open. New episode 16. Let's just call it like this. And there we go. Okay. So in theory, if I now open the... Where was the console thing? I completely... Where did I open the console? No, that's not here. I am... Ah, right. I'm blind. All right, there we go. I wonder if we can actually... Yeah, there we go. Cut. So we can cut database, right? And we should see our... Episode 16, and we see the old one deleted, so it works as expected. Cool. So, here's... can we... You know what? We can just say that anything that includes HTTP, right? So, basically anything that includes HTTP... Link saved. Alright, console log... I don't remember what was the message variable. So if we again take something and forward it to BxJS bot. Okay, cool. Can I make this larger? Yes, I can. Great. So we got update. First, we got the match. Can I input? Okay, so we can use match input, which feels a bit backwards actually. Is there... Context state, is there a way? I mean, there should be a way to get the message itself, right? Let's see, context, where was the context? Context message, there we go. So that should be there, right? Okay, let's try that again. So I forward something else, like random link from here. Maybe, no, we already forwarded Twitter stuff. Let's just forward this BxJS bot, there we go. Okay, yeah, okay, that's message. Okay, that's pretty complicated message structure, but fine. So we got, okay, you got the source, you got the chat, you got the date, you got the text. Right, so we need to parse out the URL. How do you, is there any good way? Like, parsing the URLs out of text is always a pain in the ass. Node.js, URL, regex, text. URL regex. Yeah, of course there's a package for URL regex. URL parse is not what I want. Here's the question, how good is their regular expression? Holy shit. Okay then. I guess, yes, let's use that because that seems to be very thorough. Alright, yes. If you ever doubted that detecting URLs in text is a hard thing, then well, there you go, there's your proof. Okay, so we're gonna take this URL regex and we're gonna throw it in here. And then how do I get the matches? So test returns true, right? So it just returns the regex itself. So I guess we're gonna use this way. So, okay, so we're gonna use context message match, const matches, right? And then we're gonna do console log matches to check what we actually get. Right, let us forward something else. There we go. And it is context message match is not a function. Oh, right. I'm an idiot because the message is not actually the message. It is message.text, right? Right, yes. From chat. Yeah, okay. So message.text. There we go. That should be better. So we take forward and nothing happens. I guess. No, it doesn't. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So we actually got the URL. I wonder what will happen if we have more than one URL here, though. So let me try to just copy some. Okay. Okay, cool. So you literally get the array of URLs. So which I guess we can call it URLs. So get URLs from message text, right? So for now, we're gonna do like a super stupid version where you just throw in a URL. We are gonna always be working with first URL. For now, again, we can extend it later, whatever. And what we are gonna do is, first of all, we are gonna find current episode, right? First of all, yeah, it has to be a sync as well. I actually, you know what? We should also use this URL regex here, right? Because we want to match against the URLs, not just some random stuff. Okay, find. Okay, and we need that user ID again. So get user ID, find current episode, user ID, const current collection, I guess. Let's call it current collection. Console log current collection, right? So in theory, what we should be getting now is, let me just copy paste this, is, come on. Right, there we go. Okay, so we need to update it. Is there a way to update the collection? DB update. What? Update, I said. Update, updates. There we go. Okay, so I guess we don't need to. Can you do nested updates in here? Set, set, set. Unset, increase, push. There we go. This is what we want, right? So actually just want to push that link into the collection. So we're gonna do await db update, find the collection with user ID, and push links. Was it links that we called it? Yeah, links, right? And we push there the first URL, right? That is literally all we have to do here. Let me just format it a bit nicer. And so theoretically, if I now paste that, whoops, that is not a link. If I do that, and if I go here and do cat database, we should see updated thing, right? Cool. So we now have storing of the URLs, at least in a very stupid way. Hey Medoet, so the idea of the bot is simple. I'm like, I do this weekly BxJS news podcast, right? We have this episodes repository where we have the markdown files with all the links for the news of the week. Currently, I gather all of that manually, which is annoying. So, and because I gather it using the Telegram by sharing stuff on mobile typically, I decided to do a bot where I will throw in the links and I will basically, the bot will store them for me with the categories attached and then will output the markdown text for me. So that's the idea. Okay, so we now store the links, but we actually want more than a URL, right? So we actually want links to include an object which will say URL, and then we'll have a title. And then we'll have a category, right? So the category being article, new version, lib demo or whatever. So we're gonna do that now. So first of all, get URL title. So we need to fetch the URL title. Now here's the question: Node.js URL title. I know that there is. Can we get it through the headers? Because I mean, you can. Yeah, like with Cheerio, that is like over. That's a bit too much. Scraping web page. I'm thinking if there's a simple way to just fetch the title without fetching the whole page actually. Probably not, right? So we're gonna, okay, let's do node fetch, right? I said node fetch, there we go. Okay. Const fetch require node fetch. Okay, so we are gonna fetch body, await fetch first URL, and that is actually gonna be our. Here's the question: do I actually? Yeah, so the previews are typically done through the metadata in the headers of the page. So like if you try to look at the like if we take the GitHub for example and do view source, you have those meta tags. There you go. So there's this meta OG image, OG site name, and so on and so forth. And this is what you grab, but you still have to load the page. So I guess we're just gonna be doing that. Okay, results, and we're gonna say text, right? And right, we're gonna wipe that, and let's see. I wonder if the glitch is already banned as a bot from. No, it seems to be working. Okay, that's a good thing. That is a lot of text. So we are actually, here's the question. Do I just wanna grab the title basically? I guess we can just say yeah. So let's move that down. So we're gonna create yes, somewhere here regex. So const title regex, right? So because all we care about is literally title, and then whatever is inside of the title, global, case insensitive, and multi-line is what we want, right? So what we want to do is want to say title is going to be title regex match. No, the other way around. Body match title regex. Whoops, I misspelled body somehow. Cool. Jesus. Okay. So let's try that again. I think I didn't screw it up. Yep, that seems to be okay-ish. And wonder. Okay, so yeah, we have the title, I guess title tag. So then to turn it to title, we need to say title tag replace, whoops, replace. So we replace title. We replace, why am I missing the buttons? That is a bit annoying. And we do, let me think, decode URI component. No, that's not URI component, right? That's the HTML entities. So let's wipe that. So in theory, we should now get HTML, what? Tag title. Title tag replace. Oh, right. Sorry, apologies. We should pop the first entry. And now it should actually work. There you go. On the, oh, right. I have to. Well, that is not what I wanted to press. This is what I want to do, right? And send the link. And there we go. Okay. So the only problem now is Node.js unescape HTML entities. Like HTML entities is always the problem. Right, so we got this one, this one. Oh, we got this thing from Substack, which is typically a good thing. Cool, okay, I guess I'm gonna use that. It's probably, it seems to be working in Node.js as well, right? I guess, unless there is something from Mr. Sinrasaurus, which would be way better. Nope. That is no, okay, you know what, let's go for the end, why not? It's gonna add end. Come on. Come on. You're not reacting on Control V? I guess it really doesn't react when you paste something in there, which is a bit weird. Oh, come on, not already. And come on. Anytime now. Now, really, you cannot find it? Or is it node end? Wait, what's the package name actually? Package.json. It is just end. Okay. Ah, there we go. Finally loaded. Okay, cool. So we got ends. Where's the talks? So we're gonna grab that. We are gonna paste this here, const end, and we're gonna say end decode, right? Because this is what we want. Gonna do that, and theoretically now our title should be nice and tidy. There we go. So we got our title, and well, let's try with Medium article, for example. So in theory, that should work equally good, right? There we go. Seems to be working. Perfect. Okay, so we got the title, and now we need the category. So we have two options. Yeah, the glitch tends to be slow from time to time. I mean, it's a free platform essentially for running Node.js scripts, so can't really complain about it being a bit slow. All right, so what we need to do is now we need to do the category thing, and there's two ways of doing it. Number one, we can just ask the user to do that, and I believe there is a keyboard thing, at least in the Telegram, basically allows you to do this context. No, it's not like code sandbox. I mean, you can see there's literally, here's the server, right? I have like I can literally list the root here. I don't have the root access to it, obviously, but I have the full-on server here. So it is pretty great. Okay, so there is the keyboard thing. In Telegram, it's like the same as the context action in Slack or Discord. So I'm thinking we can maybe do it with that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Inline? No. Okay, that's they had. This is one example. Where's the GitHub? There we go. Right, they had some. Okay, this is Telegraph. Where is the examples again? Okay, they are in some subfolder, right? Inline keyboard bot. There we go. This is what we want. So we just say reply. Okay, so this context reply markup keyboards. Okay, so how do you? Oh, I guess I have to maintain state for that. A bit weird. Context reply extra markup. How do you handle the reply from that? I mean, I imagine this basically triggers another command, right? Yeah, it does triggers another command, so you have to remember what you were doing, which makes it way more complicated. Like, ideally, I would want to have a integrated classifier that would just say, hey, is that the correct category? I guess we could just do it in memory. So let's just say memory storage, const memory store. And it's just going to be an object, right? And then instead of writing it to the database, what we are going to do is we're going to say memory store. Was it memory storage? Why doesn't it have, yeah, memory store. From user ID is going to be equal this, right? So we pre-populate it. Then we reply, but we reply with this keyboard, right? So we say context reply, extra markup. What was this simple one? And one time recite. I don't know what all of that does. So we're just gonna link ready to save. So we're gonna make it a bit more verbose. Let's make it title. What? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. What category should it be? Right? And I guess let's put some quotes around that. And then we do markup. Keyboard, one time resize. I don't know what those things like extra resize. What is this markup? Where does it come from actually? Reply markup, telegraph markup. There we go. Okay, so let's do that. So markup keyboard. So this is gonna, okay, we got categories article. We got categories, man, I forgot BxJS. What kind of categories did we have? We had what? We had, well, this one doesn't even have categories. Articles. Okay, article. We got releases. Release. We got lib, and we got silly, right? Okay. Here's the question. What the hell do those... Whoops, that is not what I wanted. I did not want to save it. So, keyboard... Yes, exactly. That was my idea in the long run. Basically, we can add the basic, I don't even think you would need a neural network in here. You can just add a stupid, like, vector classifier or something along those lines. But yeah, you can definitely automate it and train it. Every time you add the link, the user will say, hey, this is this. And at some point, the classifier would say, hey, is this correct? And instead of saying what category is this, you will say yes or no. And when the precision is above, I don't know, 95%, it would just say, hey, I saved it as this. Okay, so we need this keyboard. So markup, what is this? Where is this markup? There we go. We got the markup. We got, where's the full docs for it? Markup. No, that doesn't show us any docs. Extra? The examples? No, this is, okay. I'm confused. I don't know what those things do. You know what? Let's just try it like this. I guess we have to also create the bot here's, right? So we need another bot here's, and in this case it's gonna be, or is it here's or is it command? No, I guess it is command. Article. And we're gonna just say context reply saving link. Okay, we need to extract it back from the memory store, right? And it's gonna be, gonna command this for now. Title. Okay, so in theory, if we now do this, there we go, we got the keyboard. Okay, so I literally should name those properly. First of all, it's gonna be article, release, article. Okay, let's call it, you know what, article and news, releases, libs and demos. Let's be consistent. Silly, how did I call it in my BxJS repo? Was it silly stuff? Yes, it was silly stuff. So let's call it silly stuff. Let's be consistent. I mean, theoretically, what you would want to do is to allow creating those categories through the commands as well, but we're not going to spend time on this yet because, again, you know, we need a separate database, managing those categories, creating them, deleting. That's too much time. Okay, I guess there's going to be articles and news, right? So let's try this again. Yes, this is not going to do anything. Yes, article and news. And nice, it works. Okay, so you literally do this. So we get this, this thing. Const link object. Let's call it link object. So we have this thing, right? We say that link object category is gonna be articles and news, right? And after that, we actually have to write it down. So push links, and we paste in here link object. Done. So in theory, saved link as in, okay, save link into articles and news. Right, so we got this, and then we need to do the same for this thing. So I guess, you know what, I'm just gonna simplify it a bit. Let's call this thing const categories. So just gonna do it like this. Categories list, right? So we're gonna throw this in here. Now I'm gonna say categories for each category. Category? There we go. So I'm just gonna automate that a bit, right? So I'm gonna bot here's, if we here category, we're gonna assign that category, and we're gonna push that into, okay, and this should be category, and we're done. So, right, so this theoretically should write our links. Let's try this. So like I can go to the very first link I have here, forward it to the BxJS bot. So this is Quokka Rapid Prototyping, articles and news. That link, cool. Okay, so I think theoretically this should work. Let's see, cat database. Okay, it has a bunch of deleted stuff, but does it have the correct category? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, it does. Okay. So now we need to implement the methods. This is going to be category handling. Handling, come on. And finally, we need a method that will generate a markdown for us, right? So it's going to be bot here's. Let's call it to, okay, you know what? Generate markdown. I probably should use insensitive regex matching anywhere, like everywhere, not anywhere. Because it is annoying to capitalize things and it's annoying to not capitalize them on mobiles because you have to do that manually, right? We don't, yeah, so, okay, this doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, cool. So in generate markdown, we got the user ID. We have to find that, so we gotta find that thing, const collection, await db find user ID, right? And then we say context reply markdown. So we're going to say const markdown. It's going to be, let's just stringify this thing to see if that actually works, right? So, okay. Generate markdown. Hey, okay. That has way too many links. Okay, I think we should remove this database thing and then do some maybe reformatting. So it's going to restart the bot. Let's do a new episode, or I guess, you know what, I'm calling it new episode, but it's actually not the episode, it's collection, right? So let's call it new collection, and then we're gonna rename this into collection name. Episode collection name created, new collection created with a name. Yes, okay, episodes and current collection. Okay, so that should be better. Generate markdown. All right, so new collection. Let's call it episode 16 again. There we go. Okay, now we take some message here and forward it to the BxJS bot. And this is gonna be release. Now we take some other message, like, where was the, like this one, and forward it here. This is gonna be article and news. And then we say generate markdown. And, well, it looks a bit ugly, but we got the URL with title Gatsby to its releases, and we got this one. Well, yeah, there you go. Okay. So now that we have our collection, right, we actually say const links. So we get the links from the, because we don't really care about all the other things, right? We just want links. And now we need to split those links into the categories. You know what? I'm going to be lazy and just use Lodash for it, because I know that Lodash is amazing and has a lot of really useful utilities. As we're running on a server, we're not really concerned about the memory and, you know, all the other stuff. I mean, the bundle size and all that kind of stuff. What's a group by? Yeah, exactly. This is what I want. So const require Lodash, right? And we say const grouped links is gonna be group by How does it, what's the, so we pass in the collection, which is going to be links, and how do you pass in by length? But we group by category, right? Category. Okay, for now we're just gonna get markdown grouped links, right? So generate markdown. Nope, I screwed something up. What did I do wrong? Look at this. Oh, it. I guess it should be a function. So we pass in an item category. Is that what you want? Generate markdown. Well, that is not a thing. Markdown. Nope. What am I doing wrong? To transform keys. Creates an object composed of keys generated from the results of running each element through iterating. Yes. So theoretically, am I missing something? Wait, JSON stringify. Wait a second. So am I just misunderstanding the format? Whoops, what? Message text is empty. Oh, the links is empty. Okay, collection. What am I doing wrong? Wait a second. Did I screw up the naming of the variables as usual? So, oh, okay, is there a find one method? There's ought to be find one method, right? There we go. Okay, now I can do links, and that should work. And grouped links, right? Generate that. Okay, cool. Now we have it by category. And so what we do now is we say categories, right? Map category. So we take our categories array that we already had before, right? We don't need that anymore. We say grouped links from category. So this is going to be our links, and let me think about it. So we need to map it into a string, right? And then reduce it into a markdown. Okay, so we map it const string. This is gonna be, okay, I guess it's this way. Category, right? And /n. And then we're gonna do this, and then gonna do for each. Or I guess you could just map it to, let's just be functional. You know what? Whoops. Map, so it's gonna be link, and we're gonna map it into, so minus, that's gonna be link title, right? And this is gonna be link URL. So in theory, and then /n at the end. I guess we could also do /n here. Keep it in one line. And I guess we don't really need to just do return right here, even like this. That looks a bit ugly. You know what? No, what's const? I'm just gonna compile it from a bunch of strings because it is just nicer this way. Okay, so this is gonna be links, and we're gonna return header and links. Okay, this is way more readable. It's just because of that. And then we're gonna reduce it, accumulator value. Gonna be accumulator plus value, and we're gonna start with an empty string. So generate markdown, and something broke. Probably cannot read map of undefined. Okay, categories is the right array. Yes, it is. Okay. So grouped links category. Yes. Okay, let's try. Am I forgetting again what this thing is? Stringify null 2. Whoops. Okay. No. Okay, so we got the releases, and then it's an array of objects. Yeah, so it should be map. We should be able to map over it, right? So links. Oh, right, I'm an idiot. Okay, you cannot really. So this map. Yes, this should work, right? Because we got this array of things that has URL, title, and category. And this thing should be also reduced. Later value. Later plus value. Start with a string. Okay. Let's try that again. What? Generate property map of undefined. Oh, right, because we don't have yet links in some of the categories. That's why it's complaining. So what we have to do is we have to say if it exists, otherwise it's just gonna be no links yet. There we go. This is what we should do, right? So kill that. And that is very long titles. But I guess that's what you would expect from auto-generated titles from the Twitter links, right? So if we actually copy that, what was it? Stack edits the markdown app, right? And well, yeah, okay, that's the. That does require some work. Okay, that is not. It's literally the whole tweet in there. Ads beyond Twitter. No links yet, and I guess we have to put in a /n before the category, right? So it has to be like this. Okay, and now we need to fix the title. I wonder if there's. So the problem is with the Twitter primarily, right? So if we take some status, is there a better way than what? What? I'm sorry, what? Title Twitter. That's just plain out lies. It's not Twitter. Okay, what kind of metadata do you have here, Twitter? Link, meta Swift, title. So yeah, Twitter literally puts the whole tweet into title, which is, I guess it's okay. It's a bit annoying. But you know what? Okay, you know what we can do? Whoops, again, wrong button. We can sanitize it. So let's create a function. Helper functions, const sanitize title. It's gonna be title, and it's gonna be title. Replace, we're gonna replace everything /n/r/t plus, whoops, like this, global multi-line, and replace it for spacebar. So let's try and see if that actually happens. Because I mean, I don't really care much about that right now because I have to proofread this thing and sort of reformat it anyway myself, right? So because I prepare it for the release, but at least it has to be slightly readable. Okay, that looks way better. I think if we paste it here, there we go. Okay, that's now better. Now the problem is there is no, okay, so there should be line breaks after that stuff. And wanted to do something else. Oh yeah, I know that Telegram supports Markdown, so that this is we can take this actually and call it const generate Markdown. So I'm gonna paste this here. And I'm gonna return Markdown, right? And this is gonna be a sync and it's gonna take user ID as an argument. Okay, so we can now have this function. We can just say await, generate Markdown, user ID. That's literally all we have to do. Right? Very nice. Okay, so this is gonna generate the Markdown. Now I know that Telegram supports Markdown, right? So if you like go here and say hello world like this, for example, you will see that it's actually italic. How do you send it from the bot? Here's the question. I guess, is it like markup? They have to do markup thing. Echo example bots, webhook, live location, cleaning webhook wizard. Media bot, is that what you want to do? Reply with photo. No, this is not. What do we want? Example. Echo. Okay, let me, you know what? Markdown. Unfortunately, there's no bot in here, but there should be a Discord link in the description for my channel. Or if you give me a second, I can actually share it to you right now. Because I probably should set up some sort of a Twitch bot. I'm a terrible streaming person. Like, I literally have everything broken. I might as well create a chatbot for Twitch. Yes, that might not be a bad idea. Let me just pause this thing. There is a link somewhere here. There you go. I am gonna be your manual Discord bot. Okay, so extra markdown, parse mode markdown, extra markdown. Aha. So how do you actually do that? What is this extra thing? Reply with photo, extra markdown, context reply extra. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So we have this generate markdown, right? And we want this generate, let's call it generate preview. And I guess this extra thing is extra. Probably required from somewhere. Extra require. What the? Yes, the setup is quite nice. I mean, I've been streaming for quite some time now, but I'm just generally terrible at it. You know, it's good setup doesn't really help much. Okay. Let me see. What was the example stuff? There we go. Extra. No, but search in this repository. Yes, please. Okay, I can just do that. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's just do that. There we go. Okay, so theoretically, if we do generate preview now, where's the bot? Generate preview. Nope, that is still, hey, it is markdown. Okay, cool. It just doesn't support headers, I guess. Right, so the question is, can you turn off those previews because they are breaking everything? So preview. Okay, Telegram bot disable preview. How to disable link preview in channels? Yes. Send method to disable web page preview argument. Okay. Here's the question, is it an extras package? And if it is an extras package, okay, this is the docs. Oh God, why is it so hard? Context replicators, extra, there we go. Markup, markdown, web preview value. So I guess we say Web preview false, markdown, web preview false. Is that what you want me to say? I guess extra. There we go. What was up? I'm sorry, I'm missing the convo. Okay, so generate preview. Yes, awesome. Generate markdown. And we get the proper markdown. I can just right click it and say copy text. Then I launch my VS Code. And I should be able to just say what? No, just please Control M, markdown. It works. It frigging works. Perfect. Demo. I misspelled demos, but that's a different question. Okay, let me, I guess, close this. I don't need it. So I misspelled demos, but that's a different thing. There we go. But it actually seems to be working. So we did what we wanted. So I will export this to the GitHub. Meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, feel free to send them while I'm trying to figure out how to export that. Grant access. We need to grant it over here. Yes, thank you very much. Authorize. Okay. Yeah. So that's basically it, I guess, for today's stream. I guess we can. You know what? Let's maybe add some descriptions. Go ahead. Can you check these courses? Do send them over. I will check whatever you share, because I always like to discover new things. Right. Simple Telegram bot that collects links, gets titles for them, and categorizes them according to user input. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. And now we want to advanced export to GitHub. Oh dear. Okay. Building X with JS. Do I need to create a repo first? This will export your project. Your repo needs to have at least some files in it. Okay, so we first create the repo. So BxJS Telegram bot. Whoops. Simple Telegram bot for link gathering. Initialize with a README. Add a license file MIT. We don't care about git ignore for now. I mean, does it work? Which courses? I don't really see any links. Maybe the Twitch cuts them. Okay, so we did that. Now let's copy this. No, not delete. Let's just like build in the bot for an hour and then just delete everything. Okay, updated with glitch. Yes, let's go. Okay, now I can see the link. Let's have a look at this. Node.js masterclass. No frameworks, no NPM, no. Like, this part is, I guess I kind of get where it comes from. It's like the core of Node is large and there's a lot to learn about, but learning Node.js without learning NPM is, I don't know. I mean, man, watch a sample lecture, Nike, SAP, Ernst & Young, Visa. I don't know, man. It's like RESTful API, building a RESTful API in Node.js without NPM for reals? Like, do you want to do that? Like, you can, yes, you can use HTTP and crypto and all that stuff, but it is subpar experience, subpar developer experience, and subpar user experience, because there are better libraries that do better job at, for example, crypto, right? Because the core crypto module in Node is okay, but there are better C++ versions. So yeah, like, I don't know if you want to do that, because it's like, what do they have here? GitHub repo, structure contact. What is, okay, so the first two lessons is essentially what is Node.js and how to work. Parsing, I don't know. I mean, it's up to you to decide if you want to do that, but it seems like you can basically do the same by just reading the Node core docs, because the documentation is really good in Node. Like if you never read the Node.js docs, then okay, we got the glitch. Ah, okay, it actually creates it in a different branch. That's interesting. And it creates a database file, which should not be here. Can I delete it from here right away? Yes, I can. There we go. I'm just gonna do that. We don't need it over here. So we got shrink wrap YAML. What is that? I guess there's some glitch thing. Okay, we got the package, and yeah, that seems to be good. So let's do the pull request into master. Import code from glitch. I should probably check it out locally actually, and set up the, what do you call it, the free tier and all that kind of stuff, and maybe add some user the unit test and things like this, because this is right now is very jank. But how long have I been actually streaming? Let me have a look. Been streaming for just slightly more than an hour, and well, that's, you know, it took us slightly more than an hour to build the bot from scratch without knowing pretty much anything about Telegram bots. So yeah, seems to be working. I know that glitch limits the app, so if I close this now, it will stop working, I believe, in 1 hour or so. So no, that's not what I wanted. They have this system status. They have the limitations described somewhere. Was it system status, help, about, was it about glitch? No, this is about glitch. Help center, getting started, private data, technical restrictions. There we go. Yes, project sleeps after 5 minutes if it's not used. There we go. So, and more than 12 hours is just, so I mean, it's good for development and it's nice to test things, but you know, if you want to run a long running thing, you either, I think you can just buy the private package, I'm not sure if they have it, or just do it publicly, right? So, but yeah, it's a nice environment. Right, guys, what will be the next coding live stream? I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, let's check out the proposals repo. I haven't had time in ages, and you know, I'm kind of getting back into my normal schedule slowly now. So there's make a game. We could make a game. I doubt there's gonna be one thing. Polymer, that's actually could be fun. So I haven't touched Polymer in quite some time. I tried like Polymer 1 last time, and it's already Polymer 3 or maybe even 4 now. So let's see, Polymer project, yeah, it's still 3, okay. So I can play around with Windows 10 as a development system. That could be fun as well, because there's been a ton of things changed now, and there's some incredible things in Windows 10. AI, configuring your IDE, yeah, so we can pick something, you know, we can figure it out. Don't forget, you can go into the proposals repository in GitHub and vote on whatever you want to see in the next live stream. I missed your messages, Anko, I'm really sorry, let me have a look. You understand and work really fast with new libraries. I waste too much time reading and understanding. Well, so the thing is that I've been developing software for the past 22 years, I guess, like as a hobby. And then if you take professional, it's been like 14, 15 years. So I got paid for it, right? So at some point, you just know that, you know, most of the libraries are built in more or less the same way. There are typical patterns. And once you know those patterns, you don't need to spend that much time to, you know, figure out what the hell's going on. So it just comes with experience, basically. That's it. So just keep going, and at some point you will be as fast as me. There's no magic about it. It's just practice, essentially, you know. Okay. Right. Okay. Do you guys have any other questions or things you want to discuss? If not, then I would suggest we wrap the stream up. Can you show us how you create dot files with scripts or VS? Yes, I can. I mean, what kind of dot files? That depends. I have my own dot file GitLab repo, like private one, because I have like some private keys in there, because I'm lazy to, you know, make it public, basically. But if we're talking about like git ignore and stuff like this, then I just create them from scratch because it's too easy. If we're talking about ESLint or whatever, I have it like one in my root folder and just copy it everywhere. There's nothing really else to say about that. Yeah. So I, as I said, I just have my GitLab repo where I have my dot files stored, and I just check it out on a new machine. Or if it's like Windows, for example, like yeah, I guess I can quickly show it to you here. So so I have here, as you can see here, so this is my GitHub, GitHub, let me maybe make it slightly larger for you. There we go. So this is my .files repo, and as you can see here, I have my public and private keys. That's why I don't make it public, right? I have my Alfred scripts here from macOS. I have my git config here. I have a slint editor config, docker config, my GPG agent and stuff like this, my zshell config, zshell profile, tslint, whatever you can imagine, all this here. And I just clone that and use it. As simple as that. I don't make it public because, again, as I said, I'm too lazy to hide the private stuff. Yeah, I know that a lot of people make their stuff public, and it's all the props to them. It's amazing that they actually took time to prettify it and, you know, make it ubiquitous and even add some setup stuff, you know, because you can actually run like the bootstrap script here. Because I'm too lazy to do all of that. I do it manually. But then again, you know, I'm not in the business of setting up machines every week or every day, because I need my dot files once every half a year, maybe every year, maybe even less, whenever I set up a new machine. I mean, I've been using my development MacBook for 3 years now, I think, and I don't really want to change it. It's still fast as hell. It's still good. I mean, my Windows machine, I just replug the, you know, I buy the new GPU, buy the new CPU, buy the new SSD, and it's good. So it's been as well with me for like 4 years or something. So yeah, it's like I'm not exactly the right person to talk about the dot files that are constantly updated. But yeah. Thanks, Anko. Really glad to hear that you are enjoying watching me code, essentially. It's really cool to know that there are people that just like to watch me do things. Really flattering, to be honest. Yes, exactly. This is what I do. I create config locally. I just commit it to the Git repo and then push it and clone it every time I want it. Yep. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I do, is at least, you know. And since like you can have a private repo on GitLab, Bitbucket, whatever you like, you can you know, you can push whatever the hell private tokens or whatever you want, it's gonna be okay. Yes, then you don't need any fancy script. What is that? I don't think that's supposed... What? Really cool domain. Okay, no, thank you. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess, you know, if you're okay with using scripts, then it's also fine, but Git is... I just like Git because it's so straightforward. Terminal scripts are scary. No, they're not scary. I mean, Bash is, you know, the shell scripts is just another programming language. You just have to sit down, learn it once, and then it's just as easy. Like, okay, maybe not as easy as JavaScript because it has even more problems than JavaScript, to be honest. Like, there are some problems with shell scripts, but it's not hard. Like, just learn it once and you will be able to use it everywhere. All right, I think that will be a good point to stop the stream, guys. I am getting slightly tired. We're getting some weather jumps again, so, you know, might get more headaches, which I totally hate that stuff. But yeah, let's see how that goes. All right. Okay, okay, I see. You're just lazy. Like me. Perfect. I like it. But okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the bots. Feel free to build your own bots. Feel free to fork the project on GitHub or fork it on Glitch. I don't remember how I think they call it Remix or something. Hope you found something useful. Hope you learned something new today. Thank you for watching, and I see you next time. Be sure to subscribe on Twitch. Be sure to leave your ideas of what I should build on streams on GitHub. There should be a link in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to ask your questions in the comments as usual. Welcome to our Discord server. If you have any questions or have any problems, I will be more than happy to help you. There's as well other people who will be able to help you if I'm not there. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.